Since things aren't going well for her, and she cheated on Papoose for months with one of his proteges, it appears that Remy Ma is finally beginning to realize how badly she messed up her relationship with him. Now that he's moved on with someone else, it seems like she wants him back and will stop at nothing to get him. But Clarissa Shields, Papoose's new boo, isn't just going to sit back and let Remy snatch her man. She recently came out and exposed Remy for filth, calling her out for moving slyly, sending explicit pictures, and using every trick in the book to lure Papoose back. But what exactly is Remy's end goal here? Is she really trying to split Clarissa and Papoose up just for the sake of it? Let's break it all down. If you're wondering why Remy Ma seems so fixated on Clarissa and Papoose, it's because Clarissa isn't just some random Instagram baddie that rappers chase once they're single. Remy probably thought Papoose would come running back, begging her to take him back, but clearly that didn't happen. She was initially unbothered by the breakup, which makes sense considering that Papoose was madly in love with her for years. This man stood 10 toes down for her when she was locked up, risked everything by smuggling her a skeleton key, and even married her while she was behind bars. He never cheated on her, not once. And if that's not the definition of loyalty, I don't know what is. But Remy overplayed her hand. She cheated, thinking she could get away with it, just because Papoose was so in love with her. Big mistake. That was the last straw for Papoose. He hit her with a psych and moved on with Clarissa. And let's be real, Papoose and Remy were once seen as the epitome of black love in Hollywood. Their love story was legendary, and it seemed like nothing could break them. So when he suddenly went public with Clarissa, it shocked everyone. But let's talk about Clarissa Shields for a second. She's not just anybody. She's one of the best female boxers and mixed martial artists in the world. In fact, she's the only boxer, male or female, to hold all 4 major world titles in 3 different weight classes. She's also only the 3rd female boxer in history to win a title in 5 different divisions. This woman is a beast in the ring. She's not an Instagram model or some random clout chaser. She's young, successful, and ridiculously accomplished. And sources say that this fact alone is eating Remy alive. Clarissa became a division world champion in record time, and as of October 2022, she was ranked the best active female middleweight and the best active female boxer, pound for pound, by ESPN and The Ring. Remy can't even say that Clarissa is a downgrade. And let's not pretend like Remy Ma isn't a catch herself. She had her moment, and she's still doing well for herself. But let's not forget, she and Papoose broke up because she cheated. So no, Papoose didn't settle for Clarissa, he leveled up. And that's a hard pill for Remy to swallow.
Just tell you stop doing the business. If thought you was help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking for rocking Michelle, Pap and Rhea. That's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black blood. We think that y'all marriage is still have to go through them stages. Every interview, he showed his admiration and tell the world how he think this woman the greatest. They held you down in prison for 6 years.
Now that Papoose was so furious that he got into a physical fight with Easy and knocked him out, he was completely done with Remy Ma, even though she didn't realize it at the time. She had spent months denying the affair, claiming that people were just making up rumors to ruin her. But Papoose made it loud and clear that he was over Remy when he went public with Clarissa Shields. And even then, he still tried to show her some respect. He never accused her of cheating publicly, never tried to shame her, and didn't air their dirty laundry for the world to see. But instead of moving on, Remy grew bitter and resentful of his relationship with Clarissa, and she wanted it to end by any means necessary. So, she did what she does best. She blew everything up on social media, dragging Clarissa and Papoose into a messy public drama. And here's the kicker. She timed it perfectly to ruin a huge moment in Clarissa's career. Just as a highly anticipated movie about Clarissa's life was set to release, starring Ryan Destiny and several other big-name artists, Remy went full scorched earth mode. This movie was a huge deal, and Clarissa needed all the good press she could get. But Remy wasn't having it. Fans believe she purposely set out to destroy Clarissa's moment out of pure jealousy. And to make things even worse, she went as far as to leak private messages between Clarissa and Papoose on Instagram, including one text where Clarissa wrote, "You take accountability. You are the one who is married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safe or to communicate you fell asleep in the sprinter. Indeed, it seemed as though Clarissa and Papoose were skulking around before Papoose and Remy formally called it quits. She asked Papoose to be upfront with her, and Remy immediately pushed her ahead. Papoose dumb sow fell asleep on the phone with Clarissa laying in my house. He refuses to leave this. He's supposed to be a world champion boxer and gets scary and hung up as soon as she heard my voice. Now, I'm telling everything. Oh, and baby girl, you not the only one. I begged Papoose to say something and shut this narrative down, but he kept telling me to just stay quiet because it was the best thing to do. I'm tired, he said. Then he had the nerve to say, I would never have asterisked you because you're ugly. But don't worry, I saw everything. And now the world will see it too, since you're so tough, right? Asterisk, asterisk. But Remy Ma wasn't done. She went even further, posting, this woman, Clarissa Shields, and that pathetic PR team of hers have been putting out fake stories about me every day just to make me look bad and make him look like he's some kind of God's gift for way too long. When Clarissa found out that Remy had exposed her online, she lost it. She started blowing up Papoose's phone, sending frantic messages. I know you hate internet drama, but you need to handle this today. My PR team is going to freak out when they see this. I can't be out here exposing her, especially before December 25th when the movie drops. Do you have your other phone yet? But Remy, she was on a mission to cause as much chaos as possible. Don't worry, she posted. I'm not worried about anything she said or included in her story. But Papoose, you are a dummy. Then she took it even further, throwing direct shots at Clarissa. Hey, Miss Shields, he followed your advice, but not before I took screenshots of all your conversations. Oh, and by the way, he was working with one of his side chicks trying to get me arrested. The same woman who hasn't cheated on him in 17 years. And he was using my platform to expose you. I got all your pictures and messages while I was away, and he was sitting there holding me down sidebar. Then Remy revealed that Papoose had threatened to leak private information about her. He was going to say that he wrote my raps. And if anything private gets leaked about me, just know it was him, because he threatened that too. But Remy wasn't finished. She released more texts, exposing Clarissa practically begging Papoose for the bare minimum. I'm not happy, but all right. I'm going to stop. I don't want to stress you out more than you already are, so I'll just stop. How I feel isn't even warranted. I'm just tired of talking and you not hearing me. But thank you for your honesty. That's always the best option. Then she added, I won't say anything more. You'll do whatever you want. I'm just asking for gifts. I'm tripping because I like flowers. I want time for myself. I feel foolish. I don't know how to feel. And Remy, she couldn't resist mocking her. He was going to say that he wrote my raps. And if anything private gets leaked about me, just know it was him, because he threatened that too. But Remy wasn't finished. She released more texts, exposing Clarissa practically begging Papoose for the bare minimum. I'm not happy, but all right. I'm going to stop. I don't want to stress you out more than you already are, so I'll just stop. How I feel isn't even warranted. I'm just tired of talking and you not hearing me. But thank you for your honesty. That's always the best option. Then she added, I won't say anything more. You'll do whatever you want. I'm just asking for gifts. I'm tripping because I like flowers. I want time for myself. I feel foolish. I don't know how to feel. And Remy, she couldn't resist mocking her. Hey, Miss Shields, since I'm a good woman with one man, just like I was a man with only one husband, you think men will just go, oh, she's great, and shower you with gifts? Nah. He thinks he's the prize and a taker. Meanwhile, I'm the one with the bag and I'm not a giver. So stop playing with me. I'm not your enemy and I'm actually quite happy. That's why your man is mad. And yeah, you feel foolish, but you also look foolish. At this point, Remy was having the time of her life, while Papoose was forced to step in and defend himself and Clarissa. He clapped back, calling Remy out. She's bitter because I left her. Even after she cheated on me multiple times, way more than I ever did, she still wants to act like the victim. I've asked for a divorce multiple times, but instead of being an adult, she chooses to manipulate the situation and chase clout on social media. Then he hit her with the final blow. I didn't want to engage in this foolishness because of our 6-year-old child who has to go to school and see all this nonsense. But you see how I stayed silent this whole time? Yeah, and just so we're clear, I will never be the one to get anyone arrested again. Papoose addressed the rumors that Remy Ma had cheated on him with his friend Easy the Block, calling out her alleged lies and manipulation. You're the one playing with the police, lying about history that unfolded in front of the world. Falsifying text messages from a decade ago just to create a false narrative and justify cheating is narcissistic behavior. According to Papoose, while he was at home with their child during Christmas, Remy was elsewhere. He claimed that now that he has moved on, she is upset and fabricating stories, which he called narcissistic behavior. We could have handled this like grown-ups and gotten a divorce, but she won't do that, because then I wouldn't lie and say I didn't knock this chump out. She still sends me messages, begging me to lie about the knockout. But it doesn't matter, he didn't even throw a single punch back. The last time I saw him, he was in the fetal position and everyone saw it. I knocked him out and Remy woke him up and took him home with her for 4 days. Meanwhile, I went home with my daughter, and now she's lying about it again. He also accused Remy Ma of having a gambling problem and trying to pressure him for money to ensure a smooth divorce. Remy Ma, on the other hand, denied abandoning their daughter on Christmas and responded with her own claims. All you do is lie to make yourself look good. No matter what I do for my child on important days, you always have something to say. You have a serious gambling problem and keep trying to extort money from me for a smooth divorce. And let's be clear, I've been begging you for years to leave and get a discreet divorce, but you refused. She also accused Papoose of using her past and reputation against her. I'm not the social media type, and you've used my morals and upbringing against me. You even try to weaponize my so-called gangster girl image by recording me and making it seem like I'm calling the police for help. You called me a snitch, a rat, and mocked me just to isolate me from everyone and everything. Meanwhile, my stupid self was telling people not to say anything about the real you just to keep the peace. She claimed that Papoose was jealous of her success, particularly her rap battle league. You hated that I started my rap battle league and got mad that I was supporting other rappers over you. You literally said you were going to try and destroy it. I'm so tired of this fake knockout story. It's all lies. How many friends and family members have you purposely made uncomfortable and pushed away? Remy also made serious claims of domestic abuse, alleging that Papoose physically assaulted her multiple times. Hap, you forgot that the pool was never finished because you attacked me in the garage. The workers called the police to make you stop. You keep lying, but the audio and video don't lie. And then you went and hooked up with that idiot while I wasn't done dealing with everything. She also accused Papoose of sneaking in and out of her life like a thief in the night, claiming that her security had to force him out. According to her, he even spread false stories to battle rappers and pressured her to appear at award shows with him just to keep up appearances. Finally, Remy Ma posted screenshots of a woman named Clarissa, claiming they had a long history together before Clarissa betrayed her and got involved with her husband. And he is Papo's weirdo girlfriend, wishing me Happy New Year's a couple days later. This lady was actually hitting me for advice on how to show off her body. This is crazy, I created this monster, though praising you knowing things weren't right, and keeping quiet knowing the truth. You think you know what I got, so that's why you feel comfortable lying to these people. I promise you, you're going to be sorry. At this point, Clarissa had had enough of Remy Ma's accusations and fired back with a brutal response. It's unbelievable that a 45-year-old woman is acting like this clown. I'm not even 45 yet, but you at 29 are definitely not aging with wisdom. I'm not your enemy. Tell your man to buy you flowers and gifts instead of questioning me about anything. Clarissa didn't hold back, exposing Jimmy for allegedly fabricating text messages just to stir up drama. Making fake texts just to start trouble. That's crazy. I'm not someone you can bully. You're bitter, mad, and making yourself look stupid. Just stop it. While Clarissa chose not to engage in a full-blown argument, she subtly called out Remy's hypocrisy, hinting at the fact that Remy was involved with another woman in Cali this week but was still fixated on the past. As the drama escalated, fans expected a showdown between Remy Ma and Clarissa, especially after someone announced, Remy Ma versus Shells, come get your behind __ on February 2nd. Crash out. While Remy Ma is known for having hands, even she seemed to recognize that Clarissa was not someone she could beat in this game. Instead of responding to the fight challenge, Remy backed off, leaving the drama unresolved, or so it seemed. Just when it looked like things had died down, Clarissa dropped another bombshell, and this one explains everything. Sources close to the situation claim that Remy Ma has been sending provocative pictures to Papoose, seemingly trying to win him back. And why? Because Papoose and Clarissa have been living their best lives, going out, attending games, and enjoying each other's company. This latest revelation paints an entirely different picture. Is Remy really heartbroken, or is this all just another desperate attempt to keep control? But Carissa even came forward to admit that she was deeply in love with him.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things I was like, I want to keep him all to myself.
The drama isn't over yet. Rumors are swirling that Papoose is ready to take the next big step with Carissa. Sources claim he's planning to propose, proving that his messy past with Remy hasn't ruined his faith in love. Instead, it looks like he's finally moving forward. While Papoose seems ready for a new chapter, Carissa isn't about to let her guard down. Insiders reveal that Remy is still trying to pull him back in, allegedly sending provocative pictures to get his attention. But Carissa isn't one to be played with. According to sources, she's ready for things to get ugly if Remy doesn't back off. She's prepared to stand by her man and fight for what's hers. This situation is a complete mess, and we need to hear from you. Is Remy crossing the line by sending those pictures? Will Papoose really propose to Carissa? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to watch the next video for even more shocking updates.